Hello, welcome back, students. I hope you all had a sparkling Diwali and prosperous New Year. So, student, we started with our second term from today itself. First, today we are going to start with Science 2, that is, chapter number 15, the life processes in living organisms. So, students, let's begin. Let us see the learning objectives. What you are going to learn in this module is transportation in plants, excretion in plants, excretion in human being, coordination in plants and coordination in human being. Students, let us understand first what is transportation. The process by a substance either synthesized or absorbed in one part of the body reaches another is called transportation. Okay, this is not a transportation on the road. Okay, that is also you are going to transport from one place to another. Anything which is going to be transport. Okay, so this transportation basically leads to our body inside our body or inside the body of a plant. Okay, so that transportation is nothing but carrying a substances. Okay, substances either synthesized means produced or absorbed, okay, in one part of the body reaches another. From one part it reaches to another part is called transportation. Am I clear here? Let us understand now transportation in plants. Most animals move from place to place, but plants do not. As you all know, there are many dead cells in the plant body. They need less energy as compared to animals. Plant need inorganic substances like nitrogen, phosphorus, magnesium, manganese, sodium, etc. Soil is the nearest and richest source of these substances. Roots of plants absorb these substances from the soil and transport them. There are specific types of tissues to perform this function. The xylem conducts the water, whereas the phloem conducts the food. All parts of the plant are connected with these conducting tissues. So you all are aware that plant need nitrogen, phosphorus, magnesium, manganese, sodium, etc. as their food. Okay, these all are inorganic substances, means that is derived from a non-living thing. ठीक है, तो ये चीज़ क्या है, उनका फूड है. एंड वाटर तो एज यू नो, सो दिस फूड वेयर इट इज़ अवेलेबल, दिस इज़ अवेलेबल इन द सॉइल. ये सॉइल के अंदर होता है. तो ये प्लांट कहाँ से लेते हैं, प्लांट टेक अप फ्रॉम द सॉइल. सो फॉर दिस टू परफॉर्म दिस, टू ट्रांसपोर्ट फ्रॉम सॉइल, नीचे सॉइल से फ्रॉम वन पार्ट ऑफ द प्लांट बॉडी टू अदर, विच टिश्यू इज देयर, कंडक्टिंग टिश्यू, फ्लोएम. ठीक है, कौन सा टिश्यू है, फ्लोएम. एंड फॉर वाटर, जाइलम. Students, there are two ways for the transportation of water in plants. First is root pressure and the other one is transpiration pull. So in root pressure, basically root cells are in contact with water and minerals in the soil. As you all know, water and minerals enter the cell on the root surface due to differences in concentration. As you know, differences in concentration means higher and lower. Understood? Water and minerals enter the cell. How? Because water and minerals are present downwards in the soil, but roots which is more down the soil. Yes or no? रूट इज अंडर द सॉइल, है ना. सॉइल के नीचे क्या है? रूट, और सॉइल ऊपर है. तो बिकॉज ऑफ हाइयर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, सॉइल ऊपर है और रूट नीचे, तो क्या होता है? वाटर एंड मिनरल्स एंटर द रूट. एज अ रिजल्ट दिस सेल्स बिकम टर्जिड. टर्जिड मीन्स टफ. ओके, स्वेल एंड टफ. दिस टर्जिड सेल्स एक्सर्ट प्रेशर. ठीक है, स्वेल हो जाता है और टफ हो जाता है, तो उसके वजह से वो प्रेशर एक्सर्ट करता है ऑन द एडजेसेंट सेल, मीन्स बाजू वाले सेल पे प्रेशर डालता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड रूट प्रेशर. अंडरस्टूड? पहले एक सेल में गया मिनरल्स एंड वाटर, वो फूक गया, तो वो प्रेशर डाल रहा है बाजू वाले सेल में. अंडरस्टूड? तो वो सेल में एंटर हुआ. सो अंडर द इफेक्ट ऑफ दिस प्रेशर वाटर एंड मिनरल रीच the xylem of the roots, and to reduce these differences in concentration they are continuously pushed forward. फिर वो धीरे एक दूसरे से पूरा पहुँच जाते हैं. As a result of this continuous movement a water column is formed which is continuously pushed ahead. This pressure is sufficient to lift the water up in shrubs, small plants and small trees. ये खाली ये जो मेथड है, दिस इज़ ओनली सफिशेंट फॉर अ स्मॉल प्लांट. छोटे छोटे प्लांट्स के लिए ही ये वे में वाटर एंड मिनरल्स ऊपर पहुँचते हैं पूरे पार्ट्स ऑफ द प्लांट. आई होप यू ऑल अंडरस्टूड दिस. नेक्स्ट मेथड इज ट्रांसपायरेशन पुल. In this method, student, plants gives out water in the form of vapor through the stomata on their leaves. ठीक है, लीव्स के पास क्या है? स्टोमेटा है, ओपनिंग. ओके, सो 2 सेल कॉल्ड गार्ड सेल्स आर प्रेजेंट अराउंड दी स्टोमेटा. ठीक है, स्टोमेटा के अराउंड 2 गार्ड सेल प्रेजेंट होते हैं. दीज सेल्स कंट्रोल द ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्टोमेटा. वो जो गार्ड सेल है वो क्या करते हैं? ओपनिंग एंड क्लोजिंग ऑफ स्टोमेटा का गार्ड करते हैं. ट्रांसपायरेशन अकर थ्रू दीज स्टोमेटा. ठीक है, ये ट्रांसपायरेशन मीन्स वाटर विच कम्स आउट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ वेपर. ओके, वाटर इज रिलीज्ड इनटू द एटमॉस्फेयर बाय लीव्स थ्रू द प्रोसेस ऑफ इवेपोरेशन. एज अ रिजल्ट वाटर लेवल in the epidermal layer of the leaf decreases. Water is brought up to the leaves through the xylem so as to compensate for the lost water. Transpiration helps in absorption of water and minerals and distribution to all parts of the plant, whereas root pressure performs the important role of pushing the water up during the night time. Students, do you know the oak tree releases about 1,51,000 liters of water into the air by the process of transpiration in 1 year, whereas a maize crop in an area of 1 acre gives out about 11,400 to 15,100 liters of water per day. Student, now we had seen how the water reaches into the parts of the plant through root. Now we will see transportation of food and other substances in plants. The food produced in leaves is transported to each cell in the plant body. As you all know, food is prepared in the leaf, okay, of the plant, and from leaf it is transported to other parts of the plant. Excess food except amino acid is stored in roots, fruits and seeds. This process is called translocation because this is the excess food, so this is called translocation of materials. It is carried out in both the upward and the downward directions by the phloem. Phloem is the conducting tissue which transport food. Translocation of material is not a simple physical process. It requires energy. This energy is obtained from ATP. ATP is amino adenotriphosphate. Whenever food materials like sucrose is transported towards a part of a plant through the phloem with the help of ATP, the water concentration decreases in that part. Understood? जब भी food like sucrose is transported towards a part of plant, तो वहाँ का जो रहता है ना वाटर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन वो कम हो जाता है. एज अ रिजल्ट वाटर एंटर्स द सेल बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ डिफ्यूजन. ठीक है, फिर वो सेल में क्या एंटर होता है? वाटर बाय द प्रोसेस ऑफ डिफ्यूजन मीन्स separation. The pressure on the cell wall increases due to the increase in cellular contents. Due to the increased pressure, food is pushed into the neighboring cells where the pressure is low. Understood? Increased pressure होने की वजह से food pushed हो जाता है. For an example, if any of the shirt is tight, okay, your stomach is coming out, so there is a pressure, so button will automatically comes out. So this is the pressure. Understood? So due to this increased pressure, food is pushed into the neighboring cells where the pressure is low. This process helps the phloem to transport the material as per the need of the plant. During flowering season, the sugar stored in the roots or stem is transported towards the floral buds to make them open and blossom. This is called transpiration pull. And this is not transpiration pull. This is the transportation of food and other substances in plants. So next topic is excretion. Student, many harmful and waste substances like urea, uric acid, ammonia, etc. are produced in living organisms. If these substances collected in the body or are retained in the body, remain in the body for long, it can lead to a serious harm or even death. Hence, it is necessary to remove such harmful and waste substances from the body. Different organisms have different methods of doing this. Removal of waste or harmful substances from the body is called excretion. In unicellular organisms, waste materials are directly eliminated across the cell surface, whereas the process of excretion in multicellular organism is complex. Now we will see excretion in plants. So excretion is a simpler process in plants than in animals. There is no special organ or system for excretion in plants. Gaseous substances are given out by diffusion. Most of the waste substance of plant are stored in the vacuoles of leaf cell. Vacuoles, it is present in the cell, okay, empty, are in flowers, fruits and the bark of the stem where the waste product is stored. After some time these parts fall off, गिर जाते हैं. Some other waste materials are stored in old and worn xylem in the form of resin and gum. Some waste materials are also given out through roots into the surrounding soil. So it is very simple, very easy excretion in plants. Now excretion in human beings. Student, there are different organ systems in the human body to bring about the different life processes, such as the digestive system for digestion of food, respiratory systems for respiration, etc. The process of digestion leading to energy production is an important process of our body. Various waste materials are formed during these processes. Removal of these waste from the body is very important, and it is the excretory system that carries out these functions. Students, now the excretory system in human being consists of the following organs. In human being, the excretory system consists of a pair of kidneys, a pair of ureters, urinary bladder, and urethra. Kidneys are a pair of bean-shaped structure lying at the back of the abdomen, on one on either side of the vertebral column. Kidneys filter about 190 liters of filtrate a day and produce 1 to 1.9 liters of urine. Nephron is the basic filtration unit in the kidney. There are more than 1 million nephrons in each kidney. Let us understand what is homeostasis. Proper coordination between various systems of an organism helps to maintain a steady state which is necessary for the optimal functioning of body is called homeostasis. Students, now I want you all to do a small assignment based on this module. Explain difference between the excretory system of humans and plants. How does excretion occurs in human beings? Describe the transportation system in plant. Draw well-labeled diagram of human excretory system. So student, today we will stop here. I hope you all understood. In next lecture we will continue with some more topics of this chapter. Till then student, take care. Thank you.